Hey guys, I hope you're doing good, enjoying your second spring break or whatever you want to call it. I just hope that you guys are making the best of your time. So we are going to jump right in, and when it comes to arithmetic, you know we do our multiplication mashup video first. So if you have not already done that, I want you to stop this video, go back and do your multiplication mashup. I am expecting some new moves when you guys get back to me next week or the following week. So I want you working on those moves, okay? So now that you have listened to your multiplication mashup, your brains are all nice and warm and toasty, and you are ready to go into our arithmetic. Today would have been a quiz day for us, and so you guys know when we do a quiz, we still do some work along with that. So you'll have your 2 pages today, front and back, but we're gonna do a little bit of review first. So first of all, we are going to break down these numbers here. So when we have numbers like this and we want to add or kind of break them up, we're using, do you remember what we're using? Shout it out. Unless you're in a place where you're supposed to be quiet, then whisper it out. Place value. So we can look at this number and know that it is 26,845. So I'm going to take the 26,845 and break it down into the different place values that we have here for it. So our 2 would be in what position? Can you think about what position it would be in? If you have a pencil and a blank piece of paper, you can do this with me. As always, you can just pause the video and go grab what you need and come right back. But the 2, if you guess, you are in the 20,000s place. You're in the 10,000s place, but since it's a 2, it's going to be 20,000. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and write that here. 20,000. And now we're going to take a look at the next number in line, and we're going to look at the 6, and the 6 is the closest to the comma with 3 numbers after it. So what number would that be? It would be 6,000 because it's in the thousands place, and there is a 6 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and write 6,000. And if you're following along, yours should look just like this. And after this, we have 845. So I'm going to look at this next number is in the hundreds place. So it's going to be 800. Excuse my crooked 8 there. And then we have 4, which we say 45. So we know 4 is in the tens place. And of course, the last one there, your first number is in the ones place. So we know that 20,000 plus 6,000 plus 800 plus 40 plus 5 equals 26,845. All right, let's go ahead and do this next one. This is quite a large one. Both of these are gigantic numbers. I see 9 place values. So let's do this together. We are going to start from here. Now I see 2 commas. All right, so I know that these 2 sets of 3 digits are going to make whatever is over here in the millions. When I have 2 commas, it's going to be in the millions. And there are 3 digits on the side of the comma that is the million, so it's 683,945,100. All right, so let's go ahead and break this down. Our first number is going to be the 6, and it is in the 100 millions place. So I'm going to go ahead and write that 600 million. So this is millions. We have 2 commas, 2 sets of 3, and then we have 600. Our next number here is going to be the 8, and it is in the 10 millions place, and there's 8 in that place. So I'm going to go ahead and write 80 million. Now, y'all keep an eye on me. You know I'm human, so I do make some mistakes. So if you see a mistake, go ahead and stop me, even though you can't really stop me because we're not in class. So go ahead and make a note on that and you let me know. All right, and our next digit would be 3, and the 3 is closest to the comma, which is next to these 6 digits here, so we know that's going to be 3 million. And so really, as we're doing this, we're just taking all the other numbers behind it and replacing them with zeros, and that gives us an idea of our place value. So I've gone quite a distance over here on my board, so I'm going to come down here. I'm at 3 million. Our next number would be 9, and it is in the hundred thousands place. So I'm going to write 900,000. All right, and the 4 is in the 10,000s place. There are 4 of them, so it's going to be 40,000. Our next number, 5, the closest one to the comma with 3 digits behind, it's going to be, you guessed it, 5,000. All right, and finally we have 1 in the 100s place, and that's pretty easy. We're just going to write 100. There is nothing in the 10s or the 1s place, so I'm not even going to put an option for there. So now we have our gigantic problem, 600 million plus 80 million plus 3 million plus 900,000 plus 40,000 plus 5,000 plus 100 equals 683,945,100. All right, let's go ahead and break down the same. I can very easily look and see there's the same amount of digits in that last problem. So I know right off the bat that the 4 is going to be just like the 6 in the 100 millions place. So I'm going to write 400 million. There's going to be 6 zeros back here for the millions and 2 zeros for the hundred. So we have 400 million plus 30 million. Here we have the 8. Remember, just like before, 80 million. This time we have a 3. So it's going to be 30 million. 30. And then I have my 6 zeros behind, and don't forget our comma. There is nothing in the 1 millions place, just a 0, so I'm not even going to write anything for that. But I see here I have 289,000, so I'm going to break apart that 289,000 and make it 200,000 plus 80,000 plus, come down here, 9,000. And now I have 777. So I'm just going to break it down just like I said it. When you say it, you're actually saying those place values. So 777. All right. So now I have 400 million plus 30 million plus 200,000 plus 80,000 plus 9,000 plus 700 plus 70 plus 7 equals 430,289,777. All right. If you did those place values without a hitch, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Great job. If you followed along with me, awesome. Turn that in with your classwork when you come back so I can see the amazing work that you're doing. All right, let's take a look at, we'll do that last since that's a little bit more new material. We're going to go ahead and do multiplication over here. When we look at a problem that looks like this, always we identify our sign, and here we see we're in multiplication. When we do multiplication problem, what's the first thing that we look for? You guessed it, the captain of the ship. The captain of this ship is going to be 5. So we know that the captain is in charge, and he is going to be the one to tell everyone what to do. So he's going to multiply each individual digit in the number above it, all right? So 5 times 0 is anything times 0, because you did your multiplication mashup videos so well. That marker is not doing too good for me. Anything times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is, you guessed it, 10, and we don't forget our comma, 10,050. All right, and we could always go back and check that with division, but for the sake of time and review for this video, we're just going to move right on. So we're going to identify again here, multiplication is the sign that we're doing. The captain of the ship is 3. He's the boss. He's in charge. He tells everyone what to do. So 3 is going to start his orders. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 9 is 27. And you guys know I like to add the little plus sign to remind me not to multiply, but to add. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 is going to be 2. 3 times 7 is going to be 21. And we don't forget our comma, 1, 2, 3, and comma. All right, and finally, the last problem, still in multiplication. Captain of this ship is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, and comma. And we have 1,286. So that is our multiplication review. Now we're going to take a look at this. These problems here, remember when we use the parentheses in a problem, when you see the parentheses, that means pause and do those parentheses first, okay? So when we have a problem like this, we'll say 2 plus 9 times 5 minus 5. I'm going to solve the parentheses first so I can go on with my problem. 9 times 5, we know, is 45. Now I can say 2 plus 45, 45, 46, 47, minus 5 is going to be 42. Great job. I can not hear you because we're not live and because we're not in class, but I know you are shouting those out to help me out. All right, so 42. Excellent job. Here we have 2 sets of parentheses, so we want to be very careful to pay attention to all the signs. We know that 8 plus 4 is 12. I'm going to bring this minus sign down here. And then 3 times 4 is also 12. And 12 minus 12 is a big fat 0, and that is the answer to that problem. Great job. I know you guys are following along, and I'm sure you guys are right on track with me since this would have been review and a quiz. We're going to go ahead and move on to our worksheet today. It's going to be page 265 and the back, page 266. Be super careful to write every single problem. Check your work because we are not doing quizzes and tests for this week and next week. The pages that you do will all be graded and all be collected to give you the grades that you need to complete this this end of the 6 weeks, and it will be going on your report card. So we want to make super sure that we are super careful and we do a super awesome job. Sound super? All right, good job, guys. We're gonna move on, and I want you to take some time and work on that worksheet. If you have any questions, give me a call or shoot me a text, or have your parents, same thing, call me, text, email, and then once you have completed arithmetic, I want you guys to move on to language, and I will see you in the language video. I love you guys. Have a great day. You have got to be kidding.